For all who saw it, the 1986-87 Ascot Summer of Racing provided an unforgettable array of dramatic memories. In the background, Alan Bond's America's Cup defence was being played out off Fremantle, while at the races, the powerhouse team of Laurie Connell and Brian Buster O'Malley and champion jockey Mark Sestich were sweeping all before them. Sestich had just returned to Perth following a productive stint in Singapore, where he had won the 1986 Singapore Gold Cup. Back at home, he was snapped up as number one rider for Connell O'Malley, and as such became the regular pilot of their brilliant up-and-comer, Fair Sir. A son of legendary sire Sir Tristram, Fair Sir was one of the favourites for WA's inaugural $1 million horse race, the Australasian, and cleverly steered by Sestich, he would win the race comfortably in front of a huge crowd. Fair Sir and Sestich combined to go close in several other group races, falling just short against some tremendous talent in Victoria. In the 1987 WS Cox Plate, they finished third behind Rubiton, ran second to Rubiton in the Underwood Stakes, second to sensational front-runner Vo Rogue in the Turnbull Stakes, and second to Drought in the Caulfield Stakes. A couple of years on, Mark Sestich won the second $1 million race in the West when he guided speedy filly Paklani to glory in the $1 million Thriller. He also claimed the Lee Steer Classic on that filly. Around those years, the late 80s into the early 90s, Mark Sestich was the dominant rider in Western Australia, landing 4 successive Perth Jockey Premierships from 1988-89 to 91-92. Huge name owners fought for his services during this period, with Sestich capturing numerous feature events, not just for Laurie Connell, but for Heytesbury stud proprietor Robert Holmes-a-Court and former WA Turf Club chairman and noted breeder Sir Ernest Lee Steer. For Holmes-a-Court, Sestich won a $500,000 Burswood Breeders on Carrier Smile, as well as a Lee Steer, Winterbottom and Prince of Wales Stakes with that same headline sprinter. He won Karrakatta Plates for Holmes-a-Court with Hold That Smile and Lady Kariba, a WA Guineas with So Dashing, Sire Stakes with Send a Sign, and Champion Fillies courtesy of Another Omen. For Sir Ernest, Sestich sat aboard 2 of the mightiest grey gallopers to have raced in the West, winning both the WA and Australian derbies on Heroicity and a WA derby and St Leger on Bellili. In the early 80s, Sestich was the jockey for another gifted stayer, Rare Flyer, who won not only a WA Derby but the WA Guineas as well. Sestich scored a 5th WA Derby success on Hot Jewels in 1997. Aside from the Derbies, the Karrakattas and the Australasian, Sestich won an 8th Group 1 race on Zamlight, who took out the 1991 Perth Cup. At Group 2 and 3 level, Mark Sestich won 37 times, including 4 victories in the WA Guineas and Champion Filly Stakes and 2 in the Winterbottom Stakes. He also eclipsed 60 races at listed level and well over 1,000 in lesser events. Mark Sestich would have attained even greater heights if not for injury. Now though, Mark Sestich can look back in pride at a wonderful career from the lofty viewpoint of WA Racing's Hall of Fame.